Hello, citizens of YouTube. This is Geeky Nerd here, and today we're going to be talking about the POF Ambi Safety Selector. This is part of a larger series where I built the ultimate AR, suppressed AR, what have you, and have hand-picked every single part down to the nuts, springs, screws. There's a review on a gas tube, for gosh sakes, and explaining why I chose them. And also, some of these parts are a bit niche, and some people aren't able to or haven't seen anything else about them other than the videos in there. So I want to give a little bit up close. And with that, guys, before I get too deep in the woods, I'd like to say a big thank you out to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed on the previous videos. I always appreciate it and always enjoyed talking to you guys. But if you're new here to the channel, welcome. And if you enjoy this video, enjoy this type of content, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. With the PR out the way, let's get into it. So, like I was saying, I handpicked every single part for the suppressed AR build, and this is one that just stood out to me a little bit, and here I'm gonna explain why. So, this is the POF USA Ambi Safety Selector. We'll get it out the packaging here, pre-cut. I know, right? Pre-watched. So, why did I go with this? Well, you have your radians, you have your what have you, just I'm picking on the radian, which are perfectly fine, right? So you can see here, this is very much inspired from mil spec type design. And one thing with it is that it being ambi, I really like how, you have that full sweep, be able to, take it on off safety. But then on the opposite side, when you re-engage your safety, yes, you can, flip your thumb back up here, but I found that it's a lot easier to go with my opposite support hand or opposite fingers, right? Instead of my thumb, and flip that safety up. And again, I really just chose it because it seemed like a very fine fit finished product. And one thing, while it is minuscule, and obviously this being mil spec and machined by the dozens, they did take the at least attention to detail to put their branding on it, which I think maybe says just a little bit of, hey, if we're going to put our stamp of approval on this and not just make it a factory blank, no name, nothing, mil spec from who knows what, right, and throw it in a box and call it ours. They at least went through the time to be able to do this. And POF USA I've always had good luck with. They seem very reputable. But looking at some of the fine details here, you can see here that little marked engraving there is kind of a sharper tip to it, so it is very fine, but good for machining wise. Full length on either side. It is not fully extended. I've seen longer ones, so this definitely is mil spec, but just mil spec ambi. You can't see there, general machining at the pocket. Very nice. No crazy machining marks, nothing to really get hung up on. You see some of these where it just looks like terrible on the inside. Nice flats. Opposite side, flush screw. Again, it's these little things that are adding up, why I chose this, and things just, again, for you guys to be on the lookout for. Some screws, they will sit proud of the face, so that should be sitting perfectly out, which is fine, right? But you are exposing that bolt face to any type of movement, any type of shearing. And then the bolt itself is very nicely made, is very nicely machined, threaded through, very nicely flush. Again, you're hearing nicely a lot, you're hearing just flush, you're hearing all these like little things, which is this going to make sense in the grander scheme of things? I guess you say not really, but those little things add up. Same thing as tolerance stacking, right? It's going to make the difference in the long term. And that's where I think this part just is a nice little part and warrants the couple extra bucks over just a standard mil spec, and does every bit of good a job as Radian. And I'd say, at least for my build, I like the way it looks just equally as much. But with that, guys, I will wrap it up since this shouldn't be a long video talking about just a little tiny part here. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys like POF USA, if you guys have any issues with it, if you think a mil spec's a mil spec, or if you guys think Radian's the best thing ever since sliced bread and POF can go die in a ditch. But with that, guys, hope everyone is having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.